Good morning, everyone. This is Kim, and thanks for watching SmartFox TV. I hope that you enjoyed today's episode. And if you do, and you would like to subscribe to us, please do. Thanks, and have a great day.
The Oscar goes to Jung-yoon.
Hello, this is Tracy, and thank you for joining SmartFox News. In celebration of South Korean actress Jung Yoon's historical win, the second Asian woman to win the Best Supporting Actress Oscar since 1957, and the Asian American Pacific Islander Heritage Month, here is part 1 of movies to watch. Minari, 6 nominations at the 93rd Academy Award for Best Picture, Best Director, Best Original Screenplay, Best Actor for Steven Yeun, Best Supporting Actress for Young Jung-yoon, and 6 nominations at the 74th British Academy Film Awards, including Best Film Not in the English Language, nominated for the Screen Actors Guild Award for Outstanding Performance by a Cast in a Motion Picture, the Jury Prize for the 2020 Sundance Film Festival, as well as the U.S. Dramatic Audience Award for the Sundance Film Festival, and finally Best Foreign Language Film for the 2021 Golden Globe Awards. Minari is a tender and sweeping story about what roots us. Minari follows a Korean-American family that moves to an Arkansas farm in search of their own American dream. Amidst the instability and challenges of this new life in the rugged Ozarks, Minari shows the undeniable resilience of a family and what really makes a home. This semi-autobiographical immigrant drama from Lee Isaac-chung stars The Walking Dead Steven Yeun as Jacob, a South Korean immigrant who has recently bought a plot of land in Arkansas in hopes of becoming a farmsteader. This tender and quiet drama captures the immigrant experience powerfully, showcasing the tensions between Jacob, who has gone all in on the American dream, and his wife Monica, played by the South Korean actress Yeon. Jacob is determined to make his dream work, and Monica sees things a little differently, struggling to assimilate to this new small-town life. Best Supporting Actress forerunner Young Jung-yoon is also a scene stealer as Monica's mother, who comes from Korea to help with the children. This adds another layer as she brings a bit of the old life that Jacob is trying to leave behind. Throughout the month, there are a number of virtual screenings for this movie, so please keep an eye out, as this is a must-see. Joy Luck Club. Only the second major studio film to feature predominantly Asian cast in 1993, Wayne Wang directed this multi-generational movie based on the book of the same name. The Joy Luck Club is all about 4 older Chinese immigrants who regularly see each other for storytelling, and each has an adult daughter and deals with the struggles of leaving China and their attempts to bond and connect with their first-generation daughters. Better Luck Tomorrow, in 2002, directed by Justin Lin, is a story about a group of Asian American teens living in an Orange County suburb. Most of the teens are overachieving and Ivy League bound. However, to let off the steam for all the pressures, they dabble in petty crimes, including selling answers to tests and more. Eventually, as they fall deeper into petty crimes, they turn to violent crimes. And Better Luck Tomorrow is a great example of showcasing an Asian American cast and some of the stresses placed on these teens to get into top schools and put themselves in the path to success, and the pitfalls that come with the pressure. This one is definitely worth a watch, especially if you want to see Justin Lin's more intimate work outside of the Fast and Furious franchise. The Farewell 2019 is the tagline for Based on an Actual Lie. Indeed, director Lulu Wang channeled her own life story for this film, in which Chinese-American New Yorker learns that her grandmother in China is very close to her terminal cancer. More than that, her parents are telling her that Nai doesn't know that they will be telling her instead that they're faking a wedding as an excuse to get everyone together to see her one last time. The Farewell really challenges the idea of Eastern and Western philosophies around death and puts it on full display. For her Chinese family to tell her would be the easy way out. To keep this secret is their duty and responsibility to carry this burden for Nai. On top of this, her parents also have to deal with the scrutiny from the rest of the family having moved to America many years ago. While the Western way of life is all about chasing your dreams, the Eastern is more rooted in family and society. Columbus. Columbus takes place in Columbus, Indiana, where Jin arrives from South Korea to watch over his estranged father, who, while visiting the town to give a lecture about architecture, has fallen into a coma and is now in a local hospital. Jin meets Casey, a young woman who works in a library near the hospital, and Casey takes care of her mother. Casey and Jin strike up a rapport as Casey guides Jin around Columbus. The two discuss local architecture while simultaneously opening up about themselves to each other. Jin reveals his feelings of resentment towards his father, whom Jin believes to have cared more about work than for him. And Casey opens up about her dream of working in the architecture industry. However, she confesses that she cannot leave her mother in order to pursue it. What happens between the two and their choices that they make, you'll have to see for yourself. Abacus. This is a true story and a heart-wrenching true story about a small family-run bank becomes the only U.S. bank to face criminal charges in the wake of the 2008 financial crisis. The indictment and the subsequent trial forces the Sung family to defend itself and its bank's legacy in the Chinatown community over the course of a 5-year legal battle because it was deemed small enough to jail rather than too big to fail. Be Water. Be Water is a documentary film that premiered in 2020 Sundance Film Festival and is directed by Bao Nugent. The martial arts legend Bruce Lee contends with racism as he tries to land leading roles in Hollywood. It is about his significant amount of archival footage and focuses on Lee's 2 years in Hong Kong spent filming 4 feature films. The reviewers think it is a compelling film and is part of ESPN's 30 for 30 documentary series, and the film tackles the racism in America. Until next time, and part 2 of movies to watch to celebrate Asian American Heritage Month.
And now it's time for a pop quiz. In what year was the Declaration of Independence signed? A. 1773, B. 1777, C. 1772, or D. 1776? Stay tuned for the results.
This is Sally, and welcome to Good News. This past Sunday, there was a car crash near Ocean City, Maryland that involved 5 automobiles. One car became suspended on the bridge over the water where a 2-year-old in the car seat fell out and into the bay below the bridge. A Good Samaritan saw it happen and immediately jumped over the bridge to get the child. Thanks to the Good Samaritan, who has asked to remain anonymous, the child is alive and stable. Women in science, technology, engineering, and mathematics or STEM-related careers have continued to decrease. In the 1990s, there were 37% of women in computer science compared to 24% now. According to researchers, there are several reasons, including lack of exposure and interest for girls starting in middle school. The founders of the tech group Erase All Kittens, or EAK, wanted to change that and have now created a Super Mario-like game to teach coding, specifically with girls in mind. They argued that many of the coding games and tools currently out there were produced by men and teach coding in such a way that attracts more boys. But EAK's game teaches coding in a way that is more like learning a language and requires creativity. If you're interested in this game, the Erase All Kittens game is still free to play, but the EAK team is planning to launch and sell it to schools in the near future. Hope you enjoyed today's good news.
In what year was the Declaration of Independence signed? A. 1773, B. 1777, C. 1772, or D. 1776? If you chose D, 1776, you are correct. The Declaration of Independence was signed on August 2nd, 1776. And thanks for tuning in for another segment of Pop Quiz.
This is Kim. This is Tracy.
Hi, this is Sally.
And thanks for watching
SmartFox TV.
Stay foxy.